Okay, quick question. Is keeping the peace actually making you sick? And by the way, by doing so, is it really that peaceful? You see, the chronic stress of being agreeable directly impacts your health, showing up as tension, headaches, poor sleep, digestive issues, and the inevitable burnout. So maybe, just maybe, it's time to stop practicing how to be agreeable and start learning how to be strong. So, because no one's probably told you this, but there is a strength inside of you that has nothing to do with keeping the peace, but everything to do with creating it. So, and I get it. I get it. There's a lot on the line. On the outside, you've kind of meticulously built a life that checks all the right boxes. Reliable partner, diligent worker, good parent, and you've done everything for your family. Yet, like on the inside, your body's kind of going through a silent rebellion, isn't it? Through pain, exhaustion, anxiety, and it's screaming to you that the socially acceptable path that you built, that all the people around you and online are promoting, is fundamentally unsustainable. You are trapped because you believe that to be a good person, loving and kind, you need to exhaust yourself by appeasing the demands of external expectations. And in the process, it has turned you in to a hollowed, walking dead zombie, just getting through the day, for the very people that you're trying to be present for. And most importantly, for your kids who are mirroring your example. So I said, forget that. If you find yourself paralyzed between the fear of failing your responsibility and this growing awareness of your failing health and the health of your kids, I'm here to help you remember a different kind of strength. One that replaces chronic stress with genuine energy and allows you and your body to finally relax and actually recover. Because true healing isn't just about managing symptoms. It's about adapting and building resilience. It's about breaking free from the socially accepted pressure of the herd of the walking dead, those barely alive around you. I understand firsthand the cost of going against social pressure and how much resilience is required to endure it. And like as a marathon runner, like I and a chiropractor for over a decade, I thought I understood endurance and adaptation. And as a fitness trainer for over 2 decades, I thought I understood training and strength. And as the president of multiple nonprofit organizations, I thought I understood community and unity. But in 2020, when I refused to accept the mandates that during the pandemic that deeply violated my core values and principles, that's where I received a masterclass in resilience. You see, the pressure from patients, from friends, even from my extended family, from government officials, eventually broke me. Like physically, mentally, emotionally. And that breakdown drove me to walk away from $1 million business, multiple board positions, and spending our life savings to live right here in the jungles of the Dominican Republic with my wife and 3 very small kids at the time for nearly a year. I was unplugged. And here I learned the critical lesson. Social pressure is designed to isolate and break individuals, keeping us sick, weak, and compliant. True strength is built in strong communities, centered around a strong common purpose. And that's why I'm now dedicating my life, sharing my 2 decades of experience, my 6-figure, 8-year education, and my entire life savings to teach families how to build resilience, and with it, an unbreakable tribe, standing together against any pressure. Because alone, it's impossible. So in my 30-minute talk, Stop the Spread of The Walking Dead, a family's guide to raising resilient kids, you will learn the Walking Dead cycle. Learn how to identify the predictable step-by-step process, for lack of a better term, their system that leads from a stress pregnancy and then medicalized birth to a colicky baby, and then a sick toddler, then a stuck child with sensory issues, to an anxious teen, and then ultimately burnt out adult. See, because understanding this pattern and how predictable it is the first step to breaking it and then becoming immune to it. You'll learn the true root cause of disconnection. Discover the, why the epidemic of chronic health issues in families isn't a flaw in your genes, but a short circuit within your nervous system. We'll simplify the science, explaining how the brain is a power plant and the spine is a circuit breaker, and then what happens when that system blows. We'll go through the 4 Ds of The Walking Dead, of a dysregulated system, and you'll get a clear framework. You'll learn the 4 major warning signs that your family is kind of stuck in survival mode. Number 1, dyskinesia, stuck. Number 2, dysphonesis, guarded, exhausted. Number 3, disaffrontation or miswired brain. And then the last, but the most common, is the dysautonomia, which is dysregulated. Then you'll learn adapting versus coping. Understand the critical difference between coping with stress, which keeps you stuck, and then adapting to it, which makes you stronger. And then learn why many of the common solutions fail, and how to shift your family's entire approach to taking on challenges. And then most importantly, you learn how to master your nervous system. Discover the role of the vagus nerve as the master controller of your feeling state. And then you'll learn the principles behind shifting your nervous system out of a chronic fight or flight response and then back into a state of growth, healing, and connection. You'll learn the science of resilience. You can actually learn how to objectively measure your family's nervous system's health with tools like HRV, or heart rate variability, so you can see tangible changes and proof as your family shifts from a stressed out coping state to a balanced, healthy, and adaptive one. You'll get an ultimate blueprint for coming back to life. We'll provide an actionable 4-step blueprint that trains the opposite of The Walking Dead. And you will learn the tools to move the spine, connect the mind, and then use energy stored in our body as stress to create energy, and then from that, form a new belief system built on resilience and strength. So right now, like pretty much, you got 3 choices. Choice number 1, keep doing what you're doing. Hoping that by sacrificing your health for a perceived greater good, you and your family's health will miraculously change for the better. In essence, just keep keep walking with the herd. Number 2, pretend like everything is great and continue to let that little anxiety gnaw away at your soul and your body as it slowly dies. And then watch your children replicate your example, like I did, until it inevitably breaks you. Or accept that it is impossible to raise resilient, happy kids without first becoming a resilient, well-adjusted parent. A child's nervous system simply mirrors that of their caregivers. So in my free 30-minute workshop, you'll learn how to take control of your health, break free from the herd of the walking dead, and choose to metaphorically and literally run towards a life of vitality. And by doing so, you can create a new social pressure within your own home, one that naturally inspires your children to follow you back to resilience. So join me, please, on this mission. Go to drugfreehappykids.org, click on the link, put in your email, and get my free 30-minute training, Stop the Spread of the Walking Dead, a family's guide to raising resilient kids.